What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Zuga with the Ruga, and I'm back at it again with a new NBA 2K22 YouTube video. And today I'll be showing you guys the best shooting slasher in NBA 2K22. But before we continue with the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Could really help on my channel a lot. And if this video hits 50 likes, I'll show you guys some gameplay of me using this build. But now straight on to the build tutorial. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make the position a shooting guard. The hand does not matter and the jersey number does not matter. Now on to the pie charts. For the pie charts this year for the shooting slasher, the one we will select is a third one down. Since shooting could be a low overall this year, we're definitely going with the third pie chart. Now for the physical profile, you guys already know what physical profile we picking. We want the most speed as possible, so that leaves us with the first physical profile to select. What you want to do is you want to put the close shot all the way to an 88. You want to put the driving layup all the way to a 91. You want to put the driving dunk all the way to an 81. And then you want to put your standing dunk all the way to a 63. And that leaves you with 17 finishing badges. Now for the shooting, what you want to do is you want to max out your mid-range all the way to an 81. You want to max out your 3-point to a 79. And then you want to max out your free throw all the way to an 86, which leaves you with 16 shooting badges. And so far you have 17 finishing and 16 shooting. Now for playmaking, what you want to do is you want to bring your pass accuracy to a 71. And then you want to bring your ball handling all the way to an 80, which leaves you with 10 playmaking badges. Now for defense, what you want to do is you want to bring perimeter defense all the way to a 76, lateral quickness all the way to a 74, and steal all the way to a 79. And then next you want to do is bring your block to a 51. And after that you want to bring defensive rebound all the way maxed out. And then that right there leaves you with 7 defensive badges. Now your badge lineup should be 17 finishing, 16 shooting, 10 playmaking, and 7 defensive rebound badges. If that's your badge lineup, then you've done it correctly. So now let's move on to the body shape. And for the body shape for this build, the one we will select is defined. And now for the height, we have a whole lot of heights to pick from, but honestly for me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it at default height, because this is the perfect height to dunk on anybody and just to be a perfect guard and to shoot over anybody. You don't want to be too short with a slasher build, but you don't want to be too tall with the dribbling and everything, so we're gonna leave it at 6'5". Now for the weight, we're going to bring it all the way to a minimum since you're just a guard build, because you want the most speed as possible. And to get the most speed as possible, we're going to have to select the lowest weight. Now for the wingspan, I see a lot of people want to make builds like this, they leave it at default or minimum. Do not do that. The reason why we will not do that, because shooting is extra easy this year. You do not need a high 3-point shooting like this. I don't care if you're uncomfortable shooting this year. I'm telling you, you want to max out your wingspan to get the best defense and drive and dunk as possible. Leaving it at a minimum wingspan, you're just having too high of a 3-point for no reason. You're going to hit your shots with a 75. I have a center with a 61 3-point that hits consistent threes 24/7, so a 75 is more than acceptable. You should be going 10 for 10 with a 75 3-point. Now for the takeover we will select for this build. You can either go with lockdown or slashing, but this is a slashing build, so you know what, we're gonna go with the slashing takeover. And now the name of this build will be the two-way slasher, like the build I made earlier, except this one can shoot lights out and dunk on people and defend and play make. This is a all-around build. Now I'm gonna show you guys the badges for this build. Now for the finishing badges, what you want to do is you want to put Slithery Finisher on Hall of Fame. This is a must-have badge on Hall of Fame when it comes to finishing. And another Hall of Fame badge is Posterizer. And now for my guards for this year, I always put Unstrippable on Silver. These 3 badges are a must-have for any slashing build that's a guard. You must have these 3 badges. For Unstrippable, I don't think you really need it for a big man, but for a guard, Hall of Fame Slithery Finisher, Hall of Fame Posterizer, and a Hall of Fame Unstrippable is a must. And since we have so many badge upgrades, you really could put it on whatever you want depending on how you play this game. But I'm gonna put on Gold Giant Slayer because there's gonna be a lot of centers on the switch, or if you play the 1v1 core, you're definitely gonna need Giant Slayer to dunk on big men. And then you could put the rest on wherever you want. You could put Silver limitless takeoff, and silver pro touch, or put bronze pro touch and gold limitless takeoff. It's all up to you. But these 3 badges you must have when it comes to finishing. Now let's move on to the shooting badges. So for the shooting badges, what we're going to put on is gold hot zone hunter. Then after that, we're going to put on gold green machine. And then this is dependent on your play style. If you do dribble pull up 3s, then you want to put on chef. But if you just do standing limitless 3s, then you want to put on limitless spot up. But because you guys are a dribbling build also, I'm suggesting you guys put on chef on at least silver. I don't really think you're going to be doing that much spot up shots from limitless. So after that, if you're not really that good with timing, because I know this is a low 3-point, y'all are kind of new to this, some of y'all, so you can put on sniper on like silver if you need to. And now after that, the next badge you could put on is volume shooter. Volume shooter is helpful in every NBA 2K and especially in this one. And then you got 3 more shooting upgrades, so you can put it on wherever you want depending on your playstyle. But the badges I just upgraded are kind of must-have badges, especially hot zone hunter and green machine. But since you are a guard and there's the menace badge and intimidator badge, you might want to put on dead eye on at least silver or gold. It's all dependent up to you, but there's so many options. You have so many upgrades for shooting on this build, and it's really all up to your playstyle. But now we're going to move on to the playmaking badges. So for the playmaking badges, what you want to do is you want to have gold handles for days, gold quick first step, gold glue hands, and then bronze unpluckable. This is the playmaking badge lineup you want to have on for this build, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Every 2K you want to have hands for days maxed out and quick first step maxed out and unpluckable, so no one can strip the ball away from you that much. And if you're not good enough with bronze unpluckable, then you could take glue hands to silver and put silver unpluckable. And glue hands is just a new badge in NBA 2K22 that I highly suggest you guys try out. But now we're going to go on to the defensive badge lineup. For the defensive badge, we don't have that many upgrades, but we can make this work. So what we're going to do is we're going to put on silver clamps, silver intimidator, and silver menace. And then we have one more badge to put. You can either put it on pickpocket, ball stripper, or you can put it on one of these 3 badges. But if you get your ankles broken a lot, then you can put on bronze ankle braces. But so far, it's not too common, but it's a little bit common, but I'm pretty sure it's not a necessity because you only have 7 defensive badges. So we could put it on either one of these, but I pretty much put it on gold intimidator. Oh, and how could I forget? If for some reason people start setting screens with the paint beats just like NBA 2K21, then you can put on pick dodger. But so far people are not setting big body screens in NBA 2K22, so I recommend it on gold intimidator. Now this is the end of my NBA 2K22 YouTube video. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. It really helps my channel a lot, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.